Welcome back, Plainsmen. We're so excited to have you here. We are halfway through the school year. I can't believe it. This year has just flown by so fast. But I am so glad that you were here. I'm so glad that our virtual students, many of them, have returned to us here on campus. Just a couple of things I want to remind you of. Please wear your mask appropriately. Please keep it up over your nose, over your mouth. It's not a chin warmer. It's for your protection and mine. We just want to say that we appreciate you and that we are glad you were here. And I hope that you have a fantastic second semester. Welcome back.
Good morning, Enid High School, and welcome back to being here at school. And welcome back to our first Wednesday Vision Seekers appointment for 2021, for the second semester of the school year, for post-quarantine break part 2. I'm so glad that you're all back on campus, folks. My name is Ryan Costello. I am the Student Council co-sponsor along with Lily and Cheryl. And as usual, I'm here to discuss the Great Expectations principles, words, guidance of the week. All right. So this week, our first week back, we're focusing on manners and attitude, kindness, the way we treat one another on campus, the way we carry ourselves on campus. There's an important quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, which says, "Good manners are made up of petty sacrifices." Now, I want us to think about that. Good manners, and we obviously know what that means. They're made up of petty sacrifices. Now, when we hear petty, we might often think of acting small in somewhat a funny way, but petty typically just means small. Right? So those petty sacrifices that Ralph Waldo Emerson is speaking of are the small sacrifices we make that help those around us feel more comfortable, more welcome, more catered to and cared for. Those tiny sacrifices that we make that cost us very little or even nothing at all, that can make an entirely different day for those that surround us. So when we speak of manners and attitude and kindness, it's those little choices, those little sacrifices, thinking positively instead of negatively, that really cost us nothing except a slight change in mindset that can completely change our surroundings. Another quote is that every choice we make is a small vote for what sort of surrounding we want to live in. So this week, I want us to focus on those choices as we're back, as things are in flux and confusing and joyous and exhilarating all at once. Make those tiny sacrifices to make this return to school even better for those in your surroundings, even if you don't know them. Make those tiny sacrifices to improve the days of those around you, to improve your day. And if we all do that, if we all make those tiny sacrifices, those petty sacrifices, I believe the change that you will see on campus, the dividends that those tiny petty sacrifices will pay, will be massive here at school. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, Pacers and Plainsmen, and as always, go Big Blue.
Welcome back, everyone. To some of you, welcome back for the first time this year. I'm Lindsay Watts, the ICAP coordinator. I want to take a second to remind you all why we're in this Vision Seekers class. Standing on the north side of EHS is a Vision Seeker. A Vision Seeker is a member of a Native American tribe that's exploring him or herself in an effort to determine how that they're going to spend the rest of their lives contributing to the well-being of the people of their tribe. That is the purpose of this course. You're exploring you so that you can be the best you. Your advisor's there to support you. They're there to guide you. They're there to help you learn about yourself as you find your life path. They're there to motivate you when you feel unmotivated. They're there to help you smile on the hard days, and they're there to cheer with you on the great days. This is that 1 hour a week at EHS where it's all about you. Guys, use this time to truly receive the support you need to succeed once the walls of EHS are no longer there to shield you from the outside world. Today, specifically, we're going to address character traits. You'll learn about the big 5 traits. You'll complete an assessment to learn more about your character strengths, and you'll reflect on how you can use your strengths to better your life. You're capable of amazing things, Enid High School. Have a great day.
Go go back and I think about when I was 15 years old and I was homeless and I was sleeping in the park. And I know what I was gonna do, how I was gonna do it. The only option for me was, and people really don't understand the mode of survival. And the mode of survival means that I'm in the street. I can't find a job. I'm too young. Where am I gonna get a job from? To get a job, you have to have a work permit. To have a work permit, you gotta be in school. I have nobody to enroll me in school at this point in my life. So that mode of survival kicks in. And that means if I had to get in the drug trade business, if I gotta start selling drugs, that's what I gotta do. Because one can come tell me, well, Rodney, you shouldn't be selling drugs, or Rodney, you shouldn't be doing this. Give me another opportunity. Because you go back home to get in your bed. I don't have a bed to get in. So at this point now, I gotta figure out how to get a bed to sleep in, how to get food to eat, how to get clothes on my back. Because every day being in those streets, it was that chance that I was taking. I was playing Russian roulette with my life every day. And it came to that point to where, thank God I didn't die. I came very close, but I got shot. I was this close to dying. I was having surgery after surgery after surgery after surgery. Didn't know if I'd ever walk again. I had a colostomy bag on me. At that point in my life, I couldn't see no good. I felt like that I was fair to everybody in the street. That no matter what, I was hustling, but I showed love to the community. The community loved me and embraced me. And for somebody to rob me and try to kill me over some money, it crushed me. Back in December, I went to a training in Chicago. And at this training in Chicago, it's about VIA. And when I went to this training, I didn't know anything about VIA, what VIA stood for, what VIA was about, and really I didn't know why I was at this training. And I thought to myself, this is gonna be another social service type thing, another event that people's gonna try to sell you something and get you to follow them. When I took this survey, when I first was looking at these questions, I was like, whoa, these are some strange questions. Like, what's the point of this? So I'm taking it. Of course, it got lengthy, and I'm like, well, it took me about 10, 15 minutes to take the survey. So as I'm taking the survey, I'm thinking to myself, what's going to be the outcome of this? So I finish it, and I get these results. And when I get these results, it's like, huh? But I seen so much of me on this paper that I wasn't connecting with. I seen so much of myself and things that I know that are in me, but it was so much more refreshing and so much more direction given to me when I looked at this paper and I was able to see that these are things that I can build on. These are things that can help me move forward in my life. When I grew to embrace my strengths and really focus and think about the things and how I could benefit if I just sit down and focus on my gifts and the strengths that I have within me, inside of me, that I will be able to be successful in life. My number one strength is social intelligence. And I feel that that's going to be the strength that's going to take me a long way in my life. The best part of my life is in front of me, not behind me. And taking this VIA training, taking this VIA survey, and understanding VIA has given me that. Has really given me clarity to that and reassurance to that. Because you've given me something and taught me something and allowed me to understand something that I didn't understand before. That don't go away. That is so critical. Being able to connect people, to have that, be able to create that same support system that was created for myself is what I do now at Elements with the youth. Dealing with youth every single day has allowed me to use this tool because it's so important. If people just can understand it, everybody has a gift. And in everybody's gift, that can be the solution to your problem. But you really can understand that if you don't know self and you don't know how to focus on self strengths and the things that you have to offer from self.
I am going to walk you through how to do our character strengths survey. When you get into the website, you're going to click here on VIA Youth Survey, and you're going to create a login. You're going to use your first name, your last name, your school email. I obviously am not doing it the same way as you because I actually have an adult account with my school email, so I had to use another email. And then you're going to create your password. So again, use your school email, which is your student ID at enidk12.org. Your password, make it the same as your email or make it Enid Schools, like your ICAP, whatever you're going to remember. And then you're going to click down here. I have read and understand the terms and conditions. And you're going to register to take the free survey. Okay? When your computer prompts you, I want you to click yes, allow it to save your username and password, just in case we utilize this same survey later. Okay, so this is what your survey looks like. I've already gone in and clicked a couple of the things, but below is a list of statements describing people who are 10 to 17 years old. Read each one and decide how much it's like you and mark the correct button to the right. There are no right or wrong answers. Please be as honest as you can, and then they're going to rank your strengths from 1 to 24 after you've answered all the questions. Okay, so this is, like I said in my introductory video, about you, about your character. And I actually, when I started it, I figured this was the little and this was the lot. So pay attention to this up here. This side is actually very much like me, and the right side over here is not like me at all. Like I said, when I started, I was clicking the opposite because I didn't pay attention to those. So make sure that you pay attention to those, okay? You're going to go through, answer all of them. There's someone who will listen to me when I have a problem. I think that life's very exciting. Yeah, I think life's pretty exciting. Everyone's opinion is equally important to me. That's a big no. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like when you get to the bottom. Please answer all to continue. Go ahead and work through that survey, and you will have an activity to do after. You're capable of amazing things, Enid High School.